I'm disappointed, guys. I'm disappointed. I wanted so badly to like Ahsoka because Star Wars Rebels is my favorite Star Wars show. It is my absolute favorite. I think it came on like, I don't know. I think it was like Saturday nights, I think it was like Saturday night. I know Twilight of the Apprentice came on a Saturday night, but why do I feel like it was Thursday nights? I don't know. It came on Disney XD. And I was tuned in to every single episode. It is my absolute favorite Star Wars show out of any of them. And you know, Dave Filoni, he made Clone Wars, he made Rebels, so he knows these characters like the back of his hand. Ahsoka is like one of his favorites, so like he got this. I knew he had this in the bag. No, he didn't. This is the equivalent of Dave Filoni playing with his little action figures in his head. Dave Filoni needs to be stopped because what did I just watch? Now, when we first start out Ahsoka, right? I'm watching episode 1. And I have so many questions. Why is Sabine so different? Sabine acts weird. This isn't the Sabine that we knew from the last episode of Star Wars Rebels. She's completely different. She's like all closed off from everyone, and she's like a bratty little teenager now. But she had a whole bunch of character development to make her not be who she is in Ahsoka. But her character just like regressed off screen. I don't know why she's pissed off all the time. But yeah, Ahsoka has no emotion. No emotion whatsoever. She just walks around. She's happy. She's sad. She's angry. A Sith is coming at her with the lightsaber, and she's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where's the emotion? Where's my Ahsoka? Because this is not my Ahsoka, okay? And then another thing, and it is a nitpick. It is a very, it's a nitpick. But Ahsoka's lightsaber fighting style. Now, listen. I know it's a TV show. I know it's a TV show. But come on. It's Star Wars. What are we doing? Why do the lightsaber fights look so bad? They look horrible. They absolutely look horrible. They are bad. When we're swinging the lightsabers, it just looks like we're swinging toys around, and I don't like it. But what I was going to nitpick about was Ahsoka has a very unique fighting style. She fights with her lightsaber, she turns them around, they're like backwards, and she swings them backwards and whatnot. That is her fighting style. Now I know that it might be hard to implement that into live action. But you know, there's time. We rehearse the fights. So I think you rehearse with the reverse lightsaber fighting style, because that's what Ahsoka does. That is the Ahsoka character as part of her character. So why does she do that in the show? Why is she using one lightsaber now? What are we doing? What are we absolutely doing? I don't get it, okay? Ahsoka has no emotion. Sabine isn't Sabine, okay? And those were my first initial thoughts when I'm watching episode 1. Now we get into the series, right? Episode 1, meh. Episode 2, nah. Episode 3, yeah. Episode 4, I'm like, okay. Episode 4, things start to heat up a little bit, all right? Things start to heat up a little bit, and then at the end of episode 4, guess who shows up? Anakin Skywalker. Now I'm like, okay. You know, we love to do this. You know, things are going so well. Let's bring in a Skywalker. Let's bring in Luke. Let's bring in Anakin. Let's bring in Darth Vader just because. You know, the fans love them. Let's bring them back just because we can. And at the end of episode 4, I was like, I'm not really feeling this. But we get to episode 5, and Anakin was absolutely perfect. Episode 5 was the best episode, in my opinion. Anakin shows up, he's his Anakin self, and we're like, oh my gosh, like, I love Anakin, like, you know, he's doing his little thing, he's like being a master to Ahsoka after all these years, and we get the Clone Wars flashback, and, you know, they're fighting, and we get that really cool shot. Now, I gotta sidetrack a little bit, because a lot of people were saying that the shot where Anakin like goes from Anakin to Vader back to Anakin was the best shot in all of Star Wars, and I think that is absolute buffoonery. The Last Jedi exists. I know a lot of people love to hate on The Last Jedi, but if you have eyes, you can see that is the best cinematically looking Star Wars movie out of all 9 trilogy, even Rogue One and Solo. Like, it's the best looking Star Wars movie that we have. I mean, Luke versus Kylo looks great. The Praetorian Guard scene looks great. The holdo maneuver looks absolutely beautiful. May I remind you that episode 3 exists. You know, the Battle of Mustafar has some great shots. We have great shots in all of the Star Wars movies. So I don't think that this is the best shot in all of Star Wars ever. I just think that that's a bunch of buffoonery that people are, you know, because we love Vader. Vader's my favorite Star Wars character of all time. He is. I am not going to lie to you. He is my favorite Star Wars character of all time. But is that the best shot in all of Star Wars? No. Stop lying to yourself. Let's continue. Anakin shows up, and it's great. He is good. Hayden Christensen is my GOAT. He does a fantastic job playing Anakin and Vader, and, you know, right? And so then, I don't know if this was like the world between worlds or if this was all in Ahsoka's head, but, you know, we really didn't, you know, Dave Filoni doesn't like to give us answers. So, yeah, Ahsoka was like in this place and she's like fighting Anakin and she was like underwater because she was about to die. I feel like it was the world between worlds, because maybe the world between worlds is like where you go before you die, but Ezra went there and he wasn't about to die, but like, I don't know, but Ahsoka was there and, you know, she made it out. We got this really cool scene with, whatever that dude's name is, Kanan and Hera's son. He like, because he has the Force and he could sense them fighting in the world between worlds and he could like hear the lightsabers clashing. And he was like, yo, Mom, you hear that? And Hera was like, what are you talking about, bro? And he was like, Mom, don't you hear the lightsabers clashing? And she was like, she faintly heard it. And then they found Ahsoka. All right, so basically at this point in the story, right, Sabine, she's like, you know, let me give the MacGuffin to the bad guys so that they can find Thrawn. But I also find Ezra, you know, and yes, okay, we want to find Ezra, we really do, but Thrawn's back now because of you, so, you know, you got to think about that. Anyway, we go to this like place. It's like a different galaxy. Like, we go through hyperspace to a different galaxy, which is really cool to see. You know, like the 5, 6, 7 episode run was like solid television. And then we get to the finale, which I'm going to get to later. Anyway, we get to this other galaxy, and Thrawn's there. Thrawn's absolutely perfect, by the way. He's played by the same guy who voiced him in Rebels, so, like, he already knew what he was doing. So Thrawn is absolutely perfect, in my opinion. Yeah, and then there's, like, this Night Sister lady, but she's not a Night Sister, but, like, she is. And then there are these two, like, Gray Jedi Sith assassin people, Balin Scroll and, something Haiti. They're supposed to be like Skrull and Haiti from like from Norse mythology. Like, I only know them because I play God of War, and like in God of War Ragnarok, Skrull and Haiti is like a whole thing, but like that's what their names are, and like they're wolves, and Dave Filoni likes wolves, space wolves from, you know, season 4 Rebels. It's a lot of lore. It's really fun to think about, you know. My Star Wars brain is, you know, going crazy right now, but let's stick to the slander. All right, so, you know, actually, we're not going to slander Balin and Haiti because they were, you know what I mean, they might have been the best characters that we got out of this. I mean, Thrawn is really good, but I mean, they were solid. You know, rest in peace to the actor that played Balin, but like, he was amazing. He did a fantastic job in his role, like, and he just kind of stole the show for me. But yeah, they're like Sith assassins, and they show up too, right? And they're in this whole other galaxy. And so then Thrawn's like, you know, because they were the ones that got the MacGuffin. And he told Sabine, he was like, yo, if you help me find Thrawn, I'm going to let you find Ezra, right? But then they locked her up. But then Thrawn in his Thronness is like, you know, we did say that you could go and find Ezra Bridger, so you can go and find Ezra Bridger, but we're going to be gone by the time you find him, so have fun, Sabine Wren. And, you know, he does this whole Thrawn thing. And then, you know, Sabine finds Ezra, and Ezra is perfect. Just like I remembered him. Thank the Lord. Ezra is Ezra. Like, this is my Ezra, and I love Ezra Bridger. Love the guy. He's absolutely perfect, right? So we get the whole reunion, you know. Eventually, Ahsoka comes back, and she's reunited with Ezra too, and Ezra and Sabine and Ahsoka are together. And then we get to the finale of the show. We get to the finale, guys. And this is where everything just went downhill for me. Because, yeah, the first couple episodes were hit or miss. But, you know, it's the beginning. But 4, 5, 6, 7 were like really good episodes of television. Really good. But then we get to the 8th episode. And oh my goodness. I was livid. Absolutely livid. So, throughout this entire season of television, right, we've been getting nods that Ahsoka was trying to train Sabine to be a Jedi. Now. It's like since the beginning, since the first ever Star Wars movie to come out, like Obi-Wan told Luke that yes, the Force surrounds us. It's in all living creatures. It surrounds us. It binds us. The whole Force spiel, right? The Force is in everyone. It resides in every living being. But not every single person can just be a Jedi, all right? Because if we remember, back in the day when the Jedi Order was a thing, they would seek out Force-sensitive children to be Jedi because they were Force-sensitive, If everyone could be a Jedi, then everyone could just walk around using the Force. But it doesn't work like that. Sabine cannot use the Force, so why are you training her to be a Jedi? When did we ever get an inkling that she had Force-sensitive abilities? And I know that some people might bring up the fact that, she was training to use the Darksaber with Kanan, but no, she was going purely on like Mandalorian instinct and learning how to use a weapon. She wasn't using the Force because she can't use the Force. She doesn't have any interest in using the Force. So why are you training her to be a Jedi? She doesn't have the Force. She doesn't. She knows how to use a lightsaber, but she cannot use the Force. So why are we training her to be a Jedi? Why? When did this happen? Why did this happen? We don't know because Dave Filoni doesn't care to tell us. So I was a little angry about that this entire season. Why are we training Sabine to be a Jedi? And also there's this robot called Hu Yang who's like a robot from the Clone Wars that like drives Ahsoka's ship. Where did bro come from? We don't know because Dave Filoni didn't tell us. He survived Order 66. Where has he been since Order 66? We don't know. We don't really know. Also, this just jogs my memory. I saw someone talking about, Ahsoka, she beat Maul and she could hold her own against Darth Vader, but why is she getting beat by Baylan Skoll? Oh my gosh. Listen. When Ahsoka fought Maul, Maul was past his prime at that point. He's getting a little old, okay? That makes sense to me. Like she's near, like I wouldn't say that's Prime Ahsoka. Prime Ahsoka is Rebels Ahsoka, but Ahsoka was doing her thing, right? Ahsoka versus Maul was getting old. That makes sense. Ahsoka versus Vader. Oh no, the person said that she beat Vader. Let's calm down now. Vader killed Ahsoka. Ahsoka did not win that fight, but it makes sense that they were pretty evenly matched because Darth Vader was also this wasn't really like prime Darth Vader, I would say. Actually, it was prime Darth Vader because this was like beginning like of the Empire. So let's just say it was prime Darth Vader, but it was also prime Ahsoka, and emotions were involved, and Ahsoka died. So yeah, Vader beat her, and now she's been alive since when? She's old now. She's past her prime. So I think it would make sense for her to get beat a little bit by Baylan Skoll because Baylan is just like that guy. Okay, anyway, I just had to address that. Okay, we're in the finale. We got all the gang together and, stuff's happening. We have a lot of questions. There are these zombified stormtroopers and they're coming to go fight our protagonists. And our protagonists have laser swords. They have lightsabers that can chop through literally like just about anything. So why are we running around, I'm gonna block the lightsaber bolts, oh my gosh, no, they're coming after us, oh no. Why don't we use our lightsabers to slash some bad guys, because that's what they're used for. Anyway, we near the end of the episode, right? Thrawn's about to escape, and there's like this big like ledge that they have to get over, and by now, somehow, some way, Sabine Wren learns how to use the Force. She can push things with her mind now, because why not? Why not let Sabine use the Force? So she force pushes Ezra across this ledge because she can use the Force now at this magnitude. Somehow she can. She force pushes Ezra across this edge, and Ezra goes to escape, and he's like, yo, I'm a force pull you over here so we can go escape. But then Ahsoka comes, and she's like surrounded by undead stormtroopers, which she somehow can't defeat on her own. So Sabine's like, hey Ezra, I'm gonna stay back and, you know, get trapped in this other galaxy so that I can save my master, because this is my master. Okay, so she stays back. And why does Dave Filoni have a fetish for like destroying lightsabers? I don't know. Why did he break the Darksaber that I love so much? I don't know. And you wanna know what he also broke? He also broke Ahsoka's second lightsaber. So now Ahsoka is one lightsaber. And it doesn't, why did we break our lightsaber? We didn't have to. It didn't really serve any point in the narrative, but okay. Ahsoka's lightsaber is broken. It just rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. Okay, anyway, we go on, and Ezra escapes. And he's hiding on Thrawn's ship. And, you know, we get this far, and the whole season was about Ahsoka trying to find Thrawn so that we can stop the Empire from coming back. Ahsoka never even meets Thrawn face to face, which is kind of crazy to me. But, you know, Thrawn calls up Ahsoka on his little intercom phone space FaceTime system, and he's like, I know your master was Anakin Skywalker. I studied his tactics, and I knew you would react just like he would, so I stopped you. Big F you in the chat. And then he hyperspaces away. And so now Ahsoka, her whole goal was to stop Thrawn from getting back home, from bringing back the Empire. Sabine's whole goal was to get here to bring Ezra back. Ahsoka let Thrawn get away. 1. 2. Sabine, her friend, is gone. Again. You want to know how they react? Don't you think they'd be sad? Maybe a little angry that, you know, they got this far, but now, like, nothing they did really worked? Don't you think they'd have, like, really visceral emotions to this? No. You know what they do? They sit in their ship and they're like, where's the emotion? If I was Ahsoka and I let Grand Admiral Thrawn go away, he escaped me, I'd be like, oh no, I just let Thrawn escape. But no, she's just like, she has her hands in her little robe and she's like, guess we're stranded. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said earlier, this was literally a show that Dave Filoni made, playing with his little action figures. He wanted Sabine to use the Force because why not? We don't get explanations for anything. They don't explain anything because why explain things when you can just leave them unambiguous and, you know, leave people with questions because, you know, we want an open ending where everybody can make little fantasies and theories online. No! I give Ahsoka a solid 6 out of 10. It was good mid. I have a lot of questions that I don't think will ever get answered. I pray that we don't get a season 2 because I think it'll just be worse. Yeah. Hopefully this Dave Filoni movie can tie up some loose ends. And I'm sad, Star Wars fans. I'm the biggest Star Wars fan you'll ever meet. I wanted to love this so bad, but I just didn't. And, you know, that's okay. That's okay. We don't always get what we want, and that is okay. Shout out Dave Filoni for ruining my dreams. If you're still here watching this video, it really would mean a lot if you would, you know, drop a like on the video, you know? You feel me? Like, let's make me happy, because I'm a little angry right now. So you would make me happy if you would just, you know, drop a little likey like on the video, you know, for funsies. Maybe subscribe, hit the notification bell, you know. If you feel so compelled, let me know what you thought of Ahsoka down in the comment section down below, because I was a little angry about it. But let me know. I want to know what you thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right? And as we end every video, I love you. Have a fantastic day. May the Force be with you. Peace out. That was absolutely horrible. Oh my gosh.